Hello and welcome to another game of Dota 2. You're watching StarSeries Season 8, Day 30, and yes, that means that this is the last day of the group stages. We are slightly behind schedule, and already a side note that if a game starts before, for example, let me rephrase that, if Quantic versus NextKZ starts before this one is over, I will swap depending on how this game is going, but I'm aiming to swap to Quantic versus NextKZ because that game has a bit more value in terms of the outcome of the rankings, because as said, this is the last game of StarSeries. Last day for the group stages. And for Poseidon, well, I have to say they're not looking quite hot. They are sitting on the 15th location right now, but this is their last game in StarSeries. They have got 5 wins, 9 losses, and if they don't win this game, then they will be in the bottom 4. And I think even they will be on the bottom, depending on some of the outcomes of some other teams. But they will be on the bottom 2, which means that they will get dropped out of Pro Series without, dropped out of Star Series True Pro Series without any questions asked or without any chance to fight their way back, which is of course what happens if you're 13 or 14, where you can play regulation matches. So they kind of need to win this game. For aSpera, this is their last game as well. They're sitting on 6 games won, 8 games lost, and I think they're actually doing pretty okay. I mean, they can still be on a shared 13th, 14th place, but their head-to-head scores are actually quite decent. So they're sitting right now on number 9, so I think they're doing pretty okay. And of course, if they win this, they're completely out of the woods, so they're going to be fine. Let's take a look at who these teams are, at least what they're going to be playing here today in their last game in the group stages. Poseidon, they will be on the dire side. No stand-in, well, one stand-in for them actually. We have got Saxlo standing in for them. It's not the first time that he is standing in. I remember trying to pronounce his name before. And aSpera is here with their full lineup. We've got Poseidon banning out the Darkseer as well as the Bedrider. And aSpera went for the OD and the Iowa for the first 2 bans, and the first pick went the way of Naga Siren for aSpera, with the Abaddon Weaver combination picked up by Poseidon, and they pick up a Treant Protector with that as well. I mean, that's just going to be one of the more annoying lineups to face. When the Troll banned out, I don't blame them for it, because Troll, like, if you are Poseidon right now, you can just pick up all those kind of heroes that are already tough to take down, like Timbersaw, Centaur, and you just can't kill them ever. So Troll would be one of those, of course, also, but they removed him from the pool. Same as Nature's Prophet removed him as well, with the Alchemist and the Bounty Hunter removed by Poseidon. Both heroes, which are quite annoying to that Weaver, in terms of track and in terms of just unstable concoction being so incredibly painful. And when the Doom gets picked up by aSpera, it's a pretty interesting hero pickup. I mean, Abaddon, his Aphotic Shield does not remove the Doom, but his Burrow Time does, so you can't Doom up Abaddon. You can Doom up the Treant, but he'll get healed up by Abaddon. You can Doom up the Weaver, but he'll get healed up by Abaddon and Treant, and it's an interesting pick here. It's an interesting pick. We'll see what Poseidon replies with here. Puck. Well, that's gonna be their mid laner. Solid pick. Especially with Living Armor. You can't really go wrong in the mid lane with Living Armor. If this Puck loses his mid, that's gonna be just bad play, because with Living Armor you should never lose your lane. Trinker will get picked up. Tinker, of course, his Marching Machine is actually really decent up against that Treant Protector, because those machines do count as an instance of damage. So if you're standing in Marching Machines, your Living Armor will get ticked off in no time. Let's see what Poseidon is gonna ban out here. Of course, aSpera is looking pretty good in their heroes, by the way. Naga Siren Visage, one of the stronger support combinations. You've got a slow, and then snare, minus armor, and a nuke. I mean, that's all you want to have in a support duo, so they have got it all. They've got a Doom to protect, he's probably going to be on the safe lane, but we've seen Inquisitor actually playing that Doom on the off lane as well, so we'll see what he actually goes for. Tinker there for aSpera as well, which I'm going to assume he's going to be in the mid lane up against that Puck. Should be an okay time for him. And the Lifestealer is the last banner for Poseidon, so they're indeed expecting another carry to be picked up by aSpera here. aSpera themselves, they ban out the Razor, kind of indicating that they only want to have one real core, perhaps. But we'll see what they end up going for. Poseidon, at least, they have got the chance to pick up 2 cores. I mean, I'm kind of expecting the Abaddon Weaver duo suicide lane, a Treant something else, a safe lane, and a Puck mid, so 2-1-2.
10 seconds remaining.
And that's your Drow Ranger. Wow. That's not a hero that I was expecting. I was gonna say that I'm expecting a ranged carry. You know, with that Treant Protector, that was just gonna be, you know, on the safe lane farming ranged carry, and I was gonna maybe say Gyrocopter, Morphling, you know, those standard kind of things, even though Morphling is not even that standard. But Morphling was as far as I was planning to go with my non-so-standard guesses. I would never have guessed Drow Ranger. I like it though. Their last game in the season, can they make this Drow Ranger work?
5 seconds remaining.
aSpera. One more pickup needed. I really hope that they might still be going for a Storm and just put Tinker in the safe lane and Doom on the off lane. And just have that support duo roam around, because aSpera, as we yesterday saw in some of the stats being put out, Sharfik's win rate with the Storm is just way high, and with any other hero is just way low. So, hoping that they're gonna be picking up that Storm, but we'll see. It has still got a chance to be picked up. Drow Ranger, definitely a hero that can't really do that much against a Storm, and will be picked up fairly fast. I mean, she's kind of squishy and all. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out indeed, and of course, by the way, depending on, they're like, oh wow, I was really not expecting that. Inquisitor will play the anti-mage. That will be the last pickup, so aSpera going for a bit of a safe carry kind of thing. Anyways, what I was also gonna say is that, of course, for this matchup, I have no co-caster, but I am not by myself. Of course, I am joined by Statsman Nahaz. You have already seen him in the chat, of course, as Nahaz the Necro, but he'll be doing polls, pop quizzes, and of course give you all the stats that you want to know about all the StarLadder players and teams and all that jazz. So yeah, warm welcome to him. And of course after this match I should be joined by Vickerman, so I won't be by myself anymore either. Anyway, let's take a look at Poseidon. See who they have playing what. We do have a pause coming out because there is a disconnected hero. But we'll see first. We have got Weaver playing played by Xi, KSI. Illidan Airman Storm Rage, or 8220, or 8210 rather, will be playing that Drow Ranger. Will be the mid, played by Shachlo. Jotum or Medved will be taking on the Treant Protector, and the last one is going to be Sakura, and he'll be playing the Abaddon. And of course the one that you then do not see is Crazy or Tamai Wild. I believe that is the last one that should be here for Poseidon, but is not here for his last game of this team in StarSeries Season 7, of course. Side of aSpera, no stand-ins for them, just a full complete roster. We've got Sharfik taking on the Tinker, he'll be playing that in the mid lane. Sky will be on the Doom, he is normally playing the off lane. The question still remains, which hero are the supports going to protect? Is it going to be Inquisitor on his anti-mage, or is it going to be Doom on his, or played by Sky? Blabafu playing a Visage, we saw him playing a Visage yesterday as well, and he was a very scary Visage. He's able to get a lot of good pickouts with that one, and get a lot of kills. He definitely almost evened Capron on his Visage in terms of kills. Capron, of course, a player from Duza who's got most of the kills of the Visage. We've got Lambda playing the Nagasera, will be a support there. No surprises there. And yeah, that's gonna be our heroes. Of course, once again, let me remind you that should Quantic versus NextKZ start before this game is over, I will swap purely because that game has got more importance in terms of the standings at the end of the season than this one. So I will swap. But I actually am expecting that StarLadder is just gonna play everything in a row. Are we having a remake? Oh, no reconnect button. Ah, oh well. We can do that. I'm waiting until the lobby is back up again. Well, no lobby just yet. I'm very tempted to click the reconnect button to see if people indeed... Yeah, they are leaving. Okay. No lobby just up yet though, so we will have to wait for that. Well, patience is a virtue, people. I will keep all this in the draft because, you know, I spam out so much things to say that I don't really know what I said and what I didn't say earlier on, so that if I do have a remake for the complete VOD, I don't know what I didn't say. Oh, damn. And apparently, I shouldn't do this, but I looked on my phone and then you have like this highlight of the things that have been happening on your phone, and you know, there's this list of WhatsApps, and I normally just, you know, just ignore them because normally they're not really aimed at me, it's just a group of things. But apparently there's also one for my brother saying, you know, if you want to try GTA 5, I have it. Like, screw him. I want to play GTA 5, but I can't because I don't have a console nor PC television that I can really do that on. But now I'm jealous, so that's kind of suck. I have to go there. This is in a different city though, so that's a bit frustrating. Anyways, we have got a remake, as you can see. We are here once again, and now we are waiting for the go signal. Team logo, please. We can do that. Thanks. Akula, our admin. Once again, we've been doing this for a lot, by the way. But shout out to the admin. Admins. Shout out to the admins of StarLadder for running a very well organized tournament. I mean, it's been said by not just me, but by players as well as by other casters, and just, you know, this is the most well run tournament online. And I say online because StarLadder itself on LAN, we've already, I think most of the people remember some of the days when we were having to wait very long for World of Tanks to end before the Dota 2 finals came on, and World of Tanks, not really one of the most entertaining games to watch, and I think, yeah, it was interesting, but online, they are the best. Almost the best. I say almost because I remember also a Chinese tournament that was very spot on as well when that was online. It was earlier this year, but I can't remember which one it was. It was G1 League, I think, but not entirely sure. Anyways, let's take a look at our lanes. I've already introduced everybody. I've already told everybody who is playing what. By the way, the reason why you see some of the heroes and some don't is because the players have pressed Alt-Enter. And some do and some don't, apparently. But 2 seconds will be out of the screen, don't worry. And Doom. Anti-Mage started to say Anti-Mage and then Doom came over the top of him. That was funny. Anyways, let's take a look at our lanes. I don't think we're going to be very surprised in terms of who's going where. I'm expecting Sky to go top. Sky, where are you going, buddy? I mean, we've all seen Tinker with March of the Machines Ancients farming, but I don't think that's going to be very successful here. I do want to point out the supports are rotating bottom, so they will be protecting that anti-mage and therefore not be on an aggressive trial lane. Sad for us, unfortunately. It happens. No aggressive trial lane. But we are going to have the 2-1-2 lanes, as expected. Sakura KSI will be on the bottom lane, and we have got, of course, Drove Ranger farming top with the tree and protecting him. Her. Sorry. And Sky indeed going top. As expected. And Tinker indeed going mid. Clear Sky's falling. Yeah. I mean, we saw this stat yesterday as well. It's just a really, like, he plays a really good Storm. I mean, this is a very good Storm player. And Storm was in the pool. He's not bad. But he's playing a Tinker. We'll see how he is with that one. Ooh, see? Got some harassment. It's Blink that Inquisitor picked up first, by the way. No mana break. Mana break might be a good one here. Purely because then you can stop these shields from happening. Sakura actually only brought 1 clarity to the lane. It's really not that much. And of course no Shikushi anymore either. But you need to have that... You need to have that... well... the mana break. And the space actually to hit them. Because that's going to be a different... And of course no shield up. Because if you're hitting people with the shield, you're going to hurt yourself. And that's not good. Well, this is already a bad getting the first deny going. And the ward's being placed by Xi. Instantly counter-warded. So they should be still good enough to pull with. Or at least, well... Actually, it won't be. Because he now has a creep wave on his tail. Let's see. I don't think he can... Maybe he can do it. Oh, he gets just a solo pool. That's fine as well. I was thinking about stacking rather than pooling, but the pool's there, and he can actually pool, of course, through to the golems. Unless Xi is gonna be putting some. Oh, central ward countered, and that's gonna be Xi getting the central ward countered. Nicely done. Still no new camp spawning. Sky rotated into the jungle rather than going top. I mean, the harassment that Joe Ranger can do is actually very good. It's an orb effect, so it means that you are not gonna have your gonna have your creep wave attacking you, or their creep wave attacking you if you hit them with that. By the way, apologies for this, but I have to ask something to an admin, as we are watching Sharfik. Apologies for that. But Sharfik is sitting on 10-0. The puck is sitting on 10-0 as well, so a very even matchup thus far. In the end, there should not really be that much difference between these two. It all comes down to last hitting skill rather than anything else. I mean, their attack damage is about even, apart from the difference of a null talisman there. But that's about it. The killing potential on them both not that high until puck reaches level 6. He needs to have that dream coil. And Sharfik needs to have some supports to help him out to get some kills. And talking about supports there to help him out, I mean, the killing potential on the Naga Siren helped out by a Visage. It's quite high, and that's your first blood already, actually. Xi able to do that. Living armor allowing him to dive. The shield there as well. In comes a Riptide. Xi completely out of mana, though. Perhaps even going down. In comes another shield and a heal. That's gonna be enough to force him back. In comes Visage again, but he, of course, still was the first blood spill on the side of aSpera. Wow, a kill that I don't think should have happened, but Naga Siren too far away to do anything, and still level 1, so no ensnare. They don't have a shutdown. If they had a shutdown, perhaps they could help that out. And yes, Quantic versus Next KZ will start before this one is over, so I will rotate into Next KZ versus Quantic, but we'll see this game until that one is done. So just so you're aware. There we go. Don't want you to miss Quantic versus Next KZ. I don't want to miss Quantic versus Next KZ. That's basically it. Hell, I'm casting for myself, so I just want to cast the games that I like most. In comes in a snare, they want to go for Sakura. Mana getting burned already. Soul Surge comes in. It's not enough just that. The living armor still there. It might be enough. Ink Visitor. He's gonna try to chase that down, but he doesn't have boots. And he will get forced back. What would you give for boots right now? In the meantime, Blavafu getting chased again by Xi. We will indeed go down again. A second kill going the way of Poseidon. And living armor doing it once more. This tree and having a fun old time.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Puck sitting on 20 for 0, Sharfik 28 for 4, so Sharfik getting ahead at this point. Perhaps the early attack damage advantage that Puck created with his no talisman not enough anymore. But nonetheless, Sharfik getting ahead. He has a regen rune as well, so he's doing pretty well. In the meantime, there's Drow Ranger sitting on 29 to 8. So he's doing very well. Of course, we can compare her to the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is sitting on 26 for 11, so he's not doing bad either, but it's just going overall well for Poseidon. Though, of course, the one thing that you have to also keep in mind that Xi, even though he's got 2 kills, he only got 15 last hits. And by the way, for people wondering, there was an interview for Xi where he actually explained that he wants to be called Xi rather than KSI. So, Xi it is. And that's why I call him that. Otherwise, I would love to call him KSI because I feel like it's easier. But Xi, oh well. Doom, continuing jungling, almost level 6. Almost got that Doom online. Might be able to make a difference there in terms of, well, might be able to make some aggression going. Get some kills going the way of aSpera. I mean, they're not in any rush. I mean, they've got an Anti-Mage for late game. They've got a Tinker for late game. One of the better late game non-hard carry heroes. As Visage was able to come in on the top lane to deny a tower. Look at this damage though. That's going to be him giving a kill away. I mean, he denied a tower but still went down. Gave solo kill and solo experience for Illidan. That's just a very easy pickup with level 3 in his Frost arrows. That slow is quite painful. I think Visitor sitting on 31 to 11. And we have got some rotations here. Abaddon though, still level 3. I mean, despite getting kills on the bottom lane, he only got assist for 1, of course. But he's just still so low level. Having to share that with Xi. Wanting to give Xi more experience than you know, than himself, so that's why he sacrifices some of his own levels for Xi, but still very painful. Anti-mage, level 5, almost level 6. We have got a ward being placed. I think that Naga saw that though. Naga sitting at level 3 as well, and of course we already saw the Visage who's level 4. Now helping out Sky farming here. Sky who has got that Doom, but has got no mana whatsoever, and look at this damage. It is just too much to deal with right now. In comes the Soul Assumption, and slow, and it does force her back slightly, but the Living Armor keeps her up, and I think she could have, like, if there wasn't a Batten with her, that would have been a double kill. Perhaps. Living armor. Perhaps not enough to dive towers just at the tree, of course. He is level 5, sitting on level 3 on his living armor, which is definitely a nice one to have. It's not ideal just yet, though. See, going for Lambda, that's gonna be a kill. One more hit, and Snare doesn't matter. Killing spree for him. Anti-mage able to blink himself away from this lane in time. Forced to rotate and to try and farm elsewhere, and he's going for this middle lane right now. Let's see how far he gets. If he can actually do that up against this Puck. The Puck has a double damage rune, and I mean, he's level 7. He's doing really well here in this mid lane, and I don't really think that Inquisitor is going to be getting that much out of this without getting harassed away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Doom getting more here on this bottom lane. Get curious to see if he's going to go for a Hand of Midas here. I mean, Doom is a hero that has, of course, got that Devour, so he's got some solid farm already, regardless of how many he gets in the lane and in the jungle, so that's nice for him. And if he wants to go for a Hand of Midas, he definitely can. He'll be saving it for late game though, and that's something that, and the rate this game is going, even though there is now Boots of Travel up on the Tinker, so he will be able to start split pushing and counter pushing quite hard on that. But how long does Poseidon want to make this game? Because they've got a lot of sustainability to continue diving and pressuring a lane. And perhaps, of course, taking towers down fast with that as well. As TPs come in towards the bottom lane. The Tinker coming out as well as Lambda, but I don't think they can get anything anymore. And there indeed is your Hand of Midas still up for the Doom. A lot of farm going his way. Dream Girl, Inquisitor, forced to blink away. Puck though, still chasing with that living armor. He feels confident. He doesn't have mana though. Does still have 2 bottle charges. Pops his Invis room first. I don't think he can make something happen. In the meantime, on a bottom lane, Tinker forced a TP out. Still has his Martian Machines doing quite nice jobs here. At least with the pushing. Sorry for the sirens, I don't know. I think you can hear them actually. Oh well. They happen, they happen. But I'm at level 3 still. Come on, get yourself some levels. I mean, if you're seeing these supports, it's not just the Naga Siren, but also the Visage. 2 supports that really need to get their level 6, and Blabafu is a lot closer than the Naga Siren is. But they really need their level 6. You need familiars, you need that song to stop Poseidon from doing what they're doing. And of course, it's just, well, both of those doing the same thing, actually. Familiars with their stuns. In the meantime, Doom up on Sakura. This is, well, I guess this is right now the right target to Doom, considering he's not level 6 just yet, but he's not going to die from it. The living armor is always going to be there. And that's a very big cooldown used for that. And Sky not getting the kill, that's just a big waste of a big cooldown. And quite a sad story for aSpera here, as they are now 4k behind in terms of gold, 4k behind in terms of experience, and I wouldn't blame Poseidon for if they, maybe they want to wait for an extra item, be that Blink Dagger, be that something else on a Drow Ranger, be that something on KSI. I mean, their heroes don't need to be aggressive. They have got a pretty solid late game as well. But I wouldn't blame Poseidon if they just try to go for it and try to just 5-man push, because I think they can with the amount of sustainability that they have. Oh, Inquisitor, you're dead. That's a solo kill for this Puck. Standing Puck picks off an Inquisitor mid. Anti-mate, silent stop, dream coiled up, can't blink away, will go down. And it already went down, actually. Sharvik might be in some trouble himself. Tries to TP himself out, and will be able to do that. In the meantime, Dro is taking down some Ancients. It's not going mighty fast. I mean, she's not your general Ancient farmer. But with their Helm of the Dominator, she is able to do this. I mean, she steals enough life to get the gold from this. Slow but steady. It's a steady source of farm, of course. In the meantime, because Drow Ranger is doing this, it frees up the tree to get some experience in farm top. It frees up Puck to still frees up Puck to get some experience there. And actually, Sakura is joining in on getting experience here from these ancients. And of course, he is still on the bottom lane for getting from there. So it just most of all, it frees up farming space for Jotham, for Madvad, who is now level 8, so has got Overgrowth level 2 on his leech seed, and most importantly, even though he has that already for a full level, he had his level 4 in living armor. And now also with the Medallion of Courage, this is gonna be Poseidon ready to take Roshan if they want to. Now let me check, I have to check something with an admin, damn. I'm gonna watch the mid lane in the meantime. Naga Siren, level 5. Well, grats. Still needs one more level for a song though. Still no level 5. Oh, there we go. Just got level 6. Now backed up his familiars and gets them out straight away. In the meantime, Roshan, as said, Poseidon. Very fast Roshan. Familiars will come out, but I don't think that aSpera can actually fight this. That's one familiar already down. That's actually a very big deal. This is such a long cooldown. It's a 3-minute cooldown and no longer having both familiars up for those 3 minutes. They only just got summoned. That's a big blow in the face of that visage. And that's a Roshan, of course, taken down. Aegis taken by the Drow. Heroes grouping up on mid, and with the shields, with the living armor, I feel like they can actually work their way through the March of the Machines. Tinker does not have enough mana yet to sustain a lot of stacks of March of the Machines, so he is forced to just go back after 1 or 2. And they can just start pushing them in, and they're doing exactly that. The only one that they leave up top is the Weaver, who's going to be their insurance for late game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In comes a Doom and an Ensnare, see? Let's see if it can stay alive long enough. Soul Summoner comes in as well, but hey, look at that. It's a shield. Ooh, there will be living armors as well, and there's no way that he's gonna go down from this. In the meantime, Drow was still able to take down the mid-tier 1 tower, gets a Shadow Blade now as well, as Sky is gonna be dead man soon. Because, see, he wants to get some revenge. Demonite attack will get him in the end. Dominating C, looking for another target, looking for Blavafu. In comes the Puck. He has got a Dream Crawl if need be. I don't think it's needed though. Down goes the Visage. Down goes the Naga Siren. It is 8-0. It is utter domination. It is Poseidon getting another one of the familiars. And that's still going to be the same familiar summon that was done earlier. So this is Poseidon just dominating. They're going towards the 7,500 gold in their favor. And it's just... well, it's a bit one-sided, let's put it that way.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And down goes the tower.
Radiant's top tower
This gold draft just keeps plummeting down in favor of Poseidon. And they don't even have the bottom lane tier 1 tower just yet. But they're already so far ahead. I have to check, by the way. Sorry, I have to do this. There is a lobby up. Damn! I want to see how far they are. But I will join there soon enough. Actually,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
ooh, what are they gonna do? Maybe try and push down the mid-tier 2 tower? Could be. Sky, you're so dead. Ownage, 9-0.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I will ask my co-caster. Never mind, he's not online just yet.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Then I will ask, kindly ask my statman, who should be able to hear me, I think, to join the different lobby and let me know when they're ready to go so that he can save a spot for me. Yeah, you heard me, thank you for that. Because, as said, we don't want to miss the next game because that's going to be a bit more, hopefully a bit more even game than this one. Hey, look at this.
Bottom tower is under attack.
12k in their favor, another tower taken down. I wouldn't be surprised to see the GG called out anytime soon, and that would actually be working out for us so that we don't miss anything.
Bottom tower has fallen.
And, okay, so the update is 3 players are still missing. Thanks. was able to type that. We'll focus on the game again. Let's see if Illidan and Co can make their way up high ground. This tower, yeah. I mean, this is just, like I said, they don't have to go. They've got mana boots. They've got everything that they need. Only one set of mana boots, actually. That's not as much as I was expecting. But they've got living armor, they've got shields. They back off, but I feel like they're only backing off because they want to. It is 0 to 9. And this is not a glitch. I did not disconnect this game. I know we've seen some 0 to something before, but that was only because I disconnected and then I came back and then I was standing on 0-0 until one team got a kill. But this is just really 0 to 9. This is just utter domination. And aSpera, they need more time to get their heroes online. I mean, the Battle Fury only almost done up in Inquisitor. It's going to be a late Battle Fury regardless, but then after the Battle Fury, he still has to have more time to get his items up. Doom, still building towards the Shadow Blade, doesn't really have that much just yet. The Blink Dagger is up by Sharvik, and he is going to be the main hero to try and prevent them from going down. The main hero to spam out that March of the Machines. But it's going to be so difficult, and I would actually not be surprised, because since he is the only one that is actually the one that holds aSpera together right now, I would not be surprised if Poseidon says, guys, we're going to all build blade mills. And I'm talking about a legit strat here. Just stand in that March of the Machines. There's no way you can get hurt while going high ground. Not against that March of the Machines anyways. See, finding himself Sharvik. Hello. Sharvik who blinks himself forward and TPs himself out. No surprise. Age is going to be taken again away in 1 minute. This guy being forced back. Doesn't want to use his Doom right now because, of course, I mean, if his Doom gets put on cooldown, perhaps they could... Nah, it's Lincoln's. You can still level Death and then Doom, but it's... You know, if his Doom is off cooldown, that's going to be a reason for Poseidon to start pushing again, right? Especially since I don't think that Weaver would die with that Doom living armor. It's just too much. Too much heals coming out. Too much time for him to get away. Sakura in the meantime in the middle lane sitting at level 9. We have got that song online, by the way, on the Naga Siren, so the chances are there that they can indeed counter push this. And hold on, with the song on the March of the Machines, there is a small chance that it's enough. But the mechanism now ready up on the tree. There is a Battle Fury up in the Anti-Mage, but as said, he needs more than just that, so it's gonna be another 5 to 10 minutes before he has got his core items up. And that's all on the back of the Naga Siren and the Tinker. No pressure, guys. No pressure. Sakura is setting up for some wards. There's already a ward up here for aSpera though, so they will be able to counter that one. In the meantime, Illidan going for heart. I mean, the one thing that's of course here for a Drow Ranger is that Drows are normally considered glass cannons. And that's gonna be Tinker dead. Ownage. And... well, waiting for the last player apparently to join the lobby on the side of a head KZ. So waiting for that. Being kept up to date here. I really don't think this game is gonna last very much longer though. I think Poseidon can look to end it. They don't have an Aegis anymore, so that's gonna be maybe something that if this fight doesn't go right, they might want to wait for. We do have a Satanic though, and this is... yeah, in comes the song. Let's see how much they can do. One fight. One fight to rule them all. Then what are they setting up for, right? Nothing, because everybody is still pushing top. They're gonna lose their axe. And on that note, I think we can almost call it quits here. Soul Subject comes out still for the puck, but the Rack's already dead. And Dro, one more hit for Sharvik. Gets the Tinker, most important target, and with the song on cooldown, there's very little aSpera can do here. Perhaps they can kill off the Drow Ranger, but the heal's coming out. Living armor, shields, everything. Time-lapse for C. There's gonna be a mechanism again in 30 seconds, and there's gonna be another Rex down. There's no tier 2 tower standing on the top lane, but there is one standing in mid, so Poseidon can't really go mid unless they go for tier 2 first. And we already see that they're not gonna go for that. But we are gonna leave this game right now. We are gonna jump ourselves to Quantic, taking on next KZ for StarLadder Star Series, because that game, as said, is going to be a bit more important than this one, so we'll be right back with another game of Dota 2. Sorry for having to leave this one. Of course, if you're in the Dota 2 client, you can watch this one, you can buy a ticket and you can get that. But we should be here back soon with next KZ taking on a Quantic Gaming. Oh! Never mind. There are some problems for Wadafaka. Delayed for a couple of minutes. Thank you, Wadafaka. Sky, Dreamcoil, up on 2. Global Silence is there, or AoE Silence rather. Blavafu already taken down. Mega kill streak for the Drow and Snare. And that is gonna be it. That is gonna be a double kill for Illidan. And that is gonna be the Naga Siren as well. So no song, even if it would come online again in 82 seconds, which is really, actually, would still have it because there's only level 6 Naga Siren, right? She is very, very low. Damn. I'm sorry that I have to cast like this, like having another game that I have to keep track on. I hope it's not as annoying for you as it is for me. But then again, this game, it's just, I mean, it's going towards a 20k. Sharvik really trying to do what he can. But it's just... it's not enough. It's not enough. And Poseidon, I feel like they're still playing with gloves on. I think that they could go mid. And that they could go just end the game. What did Illidan pick up? Well, that's gonna be the start of a butterfly. I think it's hers anyways. Would expect it's hers. Side the Vice now ready up on the puck. That's indeed the Eagle Horn up for the Drow.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And this is just... This Drow Ranger, by the way. Drow Ranger, normally not picked up that much, right? Because she needs a lot of time to get online. I think in this game we can call that false. I mean, look at this. This is 23 minutes. She's got herself a Shadow Blade, a Satanic, and an Eagle Song. I think she's been doing just fine. She had there's her survivability issues, which she normally has, are dealt with by picking up and a tree and an Abaddon. It's great. And overall, I mean, it's working out just fine. Inquisitor blinking himself away, blinking himself right into the hands of the Dreamcoil. There will be a Hex as well if need be. Overgrowth will be there first. No Hex even needed. That was just another kill going down. 0-14. 20k gold in favor of Poseidon. That's a GG called. That's going to be the end of this game. That's going to be a throne exploding. And that's going to be Poseidon done with it. Yeah, what more to say about this game, apart from actually Poseidon might have just saved their own hides by in StarSeries by winning this game. Of course, they're now no longer in 15th slot. They might still end up in 13 or 14, but we'll see where that ends up with. Later tonight, that will be decided with the last match of today, with Virtus Pro taking on Menace. Anyway, stick around. We'll be here with the next KZ taking on the Head. We'll be right back.